computer.
Nice. Arthur, do you have something to start with, or you want me to just shoot?
I have an agenda. Yes. Let me share my screen. Host disabled participant screening.
Oh, my bad, man. I gotta figure out why.
Dude, put it top of your list. We've had a pretty good couple of days over at DeFi Roast headquarters.
I have to say, look at this. We've got 1,064. It keeps growing.
Keep them growing.
We're at around 40 for the last two. This one was a little bit higher, but I think it's just because we just got a lot of subscribers that, you know, they're eventually going to unsubscribe.
This one, this most recent one was at 40%, right?
Yeah, it went a little bit over, I think. It was at like 41.
We still need to work on that.
Yeah, it's not, but it's because a lot of the existing ones they're probably not super plugged into DeFi at this point. Like those are a lot of like early bear, late bull.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm actually surprised it's just 40. I thought it would be less, just considering how many subscribers that, like, you know, 90% of our subscribers are essentially people who, you know, didn't actually subscribe, were sent over with your newsletter. So
yeah,
I think it'll get better. I don't know if like we weed them out after a while, like if someone doesn't open for the next like 6 ones, do we unsubscribe them? Is that even possible to do?
Yeah, we can find something to do that. I'm very open to it. I think maybe we wait until we're cooking a little bit more, because it would be a real shame to go back under 4 figures. But yeah, I definitely want to do that as we grow.
My audio just cut, but if Ray doesn't read, you said maybe we wait.
It'd be a shame to go under 4 figures again. So maybe we wait until we've grown a little bit.
Okay. That works for me. Okay, we'll do this later, the content ideas for tomorrow. What is connecting here do?
So
why were they giving?
Both of you can put, you know, like what I have in my bio.
Oh yeah.
And it's actually open up my Twitter and DeFi Roast Twitter.
Yeah, this is what we talked about, right? About both of us doing this, setting this up.
Yeah, it's gonna be dialed.
Well, I'm on our Twitter. No, I'm not. Do you want me to go on on DeFi Roast Twitter?
Yeah. Or I mean, you can just view it from any account.
Ooh, Coinium Capital Twitter.
Yeah, it's banging. You should give it a follow. A lot of content there.
All right, now go to mine. And did I hit 8,000 yet? Come on.
Ah, it's so close. Ready to see your best tweets here? All right, come on. What do we do here? Oh, wait.
I use too much too. All right, we're gonna do that, and then the newsletter section. I want both of you to have that in your bio as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Do we have that in the DeFi? Okay, how do you do this?
I will show you. We just got it into DeFi Roast today after my email back and forth with Christy, who's definitely not Christy. It's a robot.
All right. What do I gotta do?
Yeah, who's Christy?
The
Revue person.
Revue. They were denying us verification of our newsletter at first. Yeah. So I sent all of our personal Twitters. I sent our website.
He sent his social security number.
Yeah, sent her like $100. I was like, "What's the issue?" Now hit profile of DeFi Roast also. So that just popped into there today, and I added 1,000 plus because it just looks nice. But yeah, all of us having that in our bio would be sick. And
yeah,
then,
how do I do this?
Okay. How do you do this? Go back to your personal Twitter. Sean, you do this. You can do it in real time.
Yeah.
Hit more. Newsletters. Find out more. Start a newsletter for free.
Don't I log in?
Yeah, but it's gonna have you, they're both the same.
Okay.
Sign up with Twitter.
Sign up with Twitter. What happened? Ah, you already have an account, Artie.
Yeah, I do have an account.
So then hit login with Twitter instead.
It says I don't have an email address on my social account. That's weird.
Nice. Now,
This is back in the day.
what
Now
we're
what?
gonna- now what we're gonna do is you're gonna go to account settings and you're gonna change everything to be the DeFi roast.
As
That
in change this to DeFi Roast.
yeah. Change your username to
Wait, why don't you just tell me? Why don't I log in as the DeFi Roast?
because this
Like, why
is
don't we create a Revue account for the DeFi Roast?
we already have one, but this is the way to hack it so that your personal Twitter can show it as well.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And then we're just gonna API it all.
Oh, did you send the photo to me?
It should be in the Telegram. If you want to show the world your Telegram, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. All right, I'm gonna not share my screen real quick.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
Well, I had all my message apps on that screen, so
Well, you just flashed it. Someone could just pause the video.
they could,
Ooh,
and they could see all my juicy personal.
I forgot we're recording this.
Maybe we'll have to cut it out.
I think it's fine.
Would it be easier if I shared my screen and just showed you how I did it, then you guys just replicate it?
I'm updating the profile image, so
Yeah, I'm trying to add an email to my.
so DeFi Roast is newsletter title, newsletter author.
Okay, newsletter title. Okay, username. Newsletter author, leave that blank.
Okay, let's go start from the top. So username, what is username?
So this is where it gets tricky because DeFi Roast URL is already used, and then I used the DeFi Roast. So you guys are gonna have to use something else. Maybe like I don't know, Arthur's DeFi Roast. I don't know. It's just basically gonna be what the website URL is. It doesn't really matter.
Really? Okay. DeFi Roasted is going to be mine.
DeFi Roasted. Okay.
Okay. Profile page.
Show only
Show.
sign.
Oh, really? No past issue. Oh, of course not. Show only sign up.
Who's there?
Oh, I need to change my link from DeFi roast@gmail.com for my email address.
Yep. Profile image. Did you find it?
I did. It's the one. It's like. Okay, I did. I got it. It didn't update on Revue, but it says it's loaded there. Okay. DeFi
Yep.
Roast is the newsletter title. Oh,
The
sorry,
DeFi
what?
Roast, no author. Issue description is like our bio, obviously.
Okay, let me get that.
I'm gonna add 1,000 plus to my personal one as well.
Our bio is literally like what's on our website.
Yeah, it's all the same.
A DeFi newsletter. Okay. This is more complicated. I mean, it's not complicated, but okay, got it. And then what's the welcome text?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wait,
We
so
have-
Okay.
The welcome email is gonna get sent through Beehiiv
Save.
once they sync.
You need to use your own email domain. So I can't use DeFi Roast at Gmail.
Oh, then yeah, use your email. I don't think anything's ever going to go there because every hour Beehiiv syncs will sync these subscribers.
Oh, it says I'm not allowed to use my. What the heck? It didn't upload.
None of it saved.
No, it like the photo that I'm trying to do didn't upload.
You want me to
It's
find-
also not letting me. I'm just going to use Revue email. DeFi roasted at get Revue.
Yeah, you.
It's so basically it says use Revue email address from DeFi roasted at getrevue.co. Reply to Artie Stern.
Yeah, perfect.
Pending confirmation. DeFi roasted gmail.com. Okay, it worked.
What do I put for
I
the
think-
username and title? Just DeFi Roast?
Username.
So now
you're
if
gonna
I
have to
go back, to my profile, I
why
should
don't you
see
share
it.
your screen? Ashan, you're gonna have to find some username that's not already used. So I used the DeFi Roast, and DeFi Roast account is using DeFi Roast. Arthur
It didn't work.
DeFi Roasted. It doesn't get added yet. I'll show you in a second how to do that. Arthur. And Ashan, you can do like DeFi roasting or something like that, maybe.
DeFi Roaster.
So I did DeFi roasted. Reply to. Oh, I
Yep.
need to confirm this email.
Why does it say pending confirmation of DeFi roast at gmail.com?
That's a good question. Please follow the link.
Just,
I did. I'm confirming it now.
but you shouldn't have to confirm that email because you're not using it.
I'm so confused. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, at the bottom, Arthur, you need to change. The Twitter to DeFi roast. No, and get rid of the twitter.com part. All of that, yeah. And then put in the website also. And save. Ashan, what's confusing?
Um,
And it shouldn't work right away.
No, you
Oh, now I just got the confirmation to my email. Okay,
okay, so go
got
back.
it.
Now,
Now
you
I'm
doing?
just gonna. All right. I just stopped sharing.
you can just share like one tab. Never worry about it.
I know, but I just have my email opened. I have way too many tabs. Okay.
Ashan, what's the issue?
Confirm.
yeah, I'll share my screen.
Yeah, do it.
All right, I've been successfully confirmed.
I'm here.
All right, go back to the top right. Account settings. That's fine. Scroll down. Don't show past issues. So click on the drop down for that and just say show only sign up.
Oh,
Update profile image to our logo, which is in the Telegram chat. Unless you have it somewhere already. Bless you.
Bless you. All
That's
right, I'm gonna
juicy docs on your desktop that you're
Oh.
showing the world.
showing the world. So I'm like, oh, here, look, I actually do have it right here.
Nice. Okay, now it's already there. We just haven't saved it yet.
Newsletter title, DeFi Roast, author, blank, assume.
wait. It's not popping up on mine. Does it just take a while?
There's another step, dude. Hold
Oh,
on. Okay, now change that to our description.
I have a professional.
Just copy the bio. It's the same.
Okay, nice. Good call.
You can add in 1,000+ if you want, I think. Give it the comma. I'm anal. No. In the 1,000.
Oh, nice.
All right, now remove all the welcome text. Now, DeFi Roast and www.defiroast.com at the top. And then save all that. Let's scroll through it one more time. Looks good. All right, now the next step is go up to the top, integrations under account settings. Arthur, do the same thing. Under
Sorry, where
integrations.
under get Revue integrations. Okay.
Then hit settings on Twitter. And show newsletter on Twitter profile. Yeah.
Ooh, it
then-
says example issue, and I have my issues that I've made.
No issue. Don't show an issue.
Okay.
On the drop down.
Awesome. That's done.
All
All
so
right.
save changes. Make sure you.
Yeah, it'll say it'll take a few minutes. Oh, I already got it. DeFi Roast, the DeFi Roast, a DeFi newsletter helping you share live from social media. Okay, so if I do subscribe,
Now we need to add the integration, which the last thing I need both of you to do is on the integrations tab that we were just on, scroll to the very bottom of the page, and it's going to say your API key is the long alphanumerical text. Send that to me in the chat.
sorry, I go back to the integrations.
Integrations bottom of the page. Just scroll the very footer.
Yeah,
It'll say
planning to build something new with our API.
your API key is blank. Send that to me.
It doesn't say that. It says planning to build something cool with our API. Request access now.
Hit request access. Now you need to verify yourself, right?
And then what purpose did you do?
For Beehiiv. I don't know what the options are, but
Okay, then I have to go through the same process with that person.
yep.
Interesting.
Be right back.
All right, let's hope this works.
You see
We're
Beehiiv
reviewing the information.
a massive round.
What did you say?
Beehiiv just raised a pretty massive round.
Really? I think they're great,
just
but again,
1.6, not massive.
oh, okay. You said massive. I was thinking.
Probably massive in like in scale. Massive for a
They
news.
just did one. They just did 1 mil.
I see 1.6. You see
Sean,
1?
did you
What are they going to use that for?
did you do the API thing?
Yeah.
Did you have to request as well?
Yep.
Damn, it takes like 2 days.
You
Cool.
should
Then
get us there by the time we release it.
hopefully they're pretty slow. That'll be sweet. What else is on your
Cool.
agenda? Then I have a couple thoughts.
Oh yeah, I saw another newsletter, Web3 Daily. You guys know that one?
I hadn't seen that. I didn't see that until you said it, and then I saw it once or two other places. So maybe I had like come across it, but not actually.
Yes.
I like it a lot. What do you guys think about it?
We'll open it up right now. I looked at it briefly.
One second, let me. Sorry. So I'm going to open up the intro email they have, and then one of their newsletters. Sorry, I'm just opening it up, and then I'll share my screen. Okay. Well, that's a new one. There we go. So this is the intro. So I really like their logo.
I thought this was a little extra.
Yeah, I thought this was a little too much too. But what I liked was, I like how they specify a time. Maybe we add that of like, you're going to get it in your inbox between this and this time.
Is
And
this
they've
their
been pretty good about that. This is their welcome email.
I like that too. I think we
They
should
do the
add-
same thing of like why you joined. Also, we've been getting great responses. I've been enjoying responding to people.
Yeah, I read them all. We got some good folks in there. Click the rewrote. We wrote one here link. Curious how they.
Yeah, if you'd like a brief overview. So they give so I remember like this was a tip for growth. It's like sharing ebook or strategy. So like, you know, we had two people talk to us about like, hey, I don't get complicated DeFi topics like liquid staking. What if we wrote a little blurb about liquid staking? You know what I mean? Like,
we could definitely expand like the DeFi
yeah, I
Roast
mean,
brand,
this
right?
is this is
Have, like, an
basically.
educational blog.
So this is what they wrote. So they wrote like their own thing. And then they have this, which is pretty funny, pretty outrageous. So 1,000 referrals, I get $1,000.
I love that. Like, it's not $1 a referral. It's like only if you get 1,000.
Also, what I like is like when we do our referrals, the only one you can see when you sign up is 0 to 1 referrals. You're one away from the DeFi, the yield farm thing, but you can't actually see the other thing we offer, which is if you do 3 or if you do 5, you get, you know, a call with one of us. So that might be something I need to look at. Or maybe we do something like this.
Yeah, I do kind of like that.
Yeah, because it like if I'm in their shoes and I see like, oh, it takes 5 people and I get to get in like a Telegram with these guys, like I'll probably just sit right there and try to send 5, right? And get 5 people to do it, or do it on like 5 different emails that I have. Whereas like if you like if it says 1 and then you get it, and then next time you come to the email, it says like 4 more and you get it, I'm probably less likely to do it that time. I don't know if you guys feel the same
Sure.
way.
Wait, can you repeat that? What do you mean? Can you repeat what you just said? The latter of what you just said?
If we should try to hit them with the incentive to go for the 5 right away, or else when they come back after the 1, they're gonna be like, oh, do I really want to send 4 more? Like, we should just hit
Got
them.
it. I agree with that.
Yeah, I do too. It's just
So I think like something like this, a graphic like theirs, is interesting.
yeah. Should we? I mean,
We
I
should
see
How about that?
do people. We should do 10, and you get like a private Telegram chat with us, or like you get to join.
$100 in ETH, dude. We're not giving Bitcoin.
Yeah, who the fuck has Bitcoin? I'm not Mark and Biden Bitcoin, and then sending.
Sorry. WBTC. I'm not market buying Bitcoin.
I see value in like an educational arm, like a repository of content, like DeFi Roasts, like, you know, blog, like how-tos,
101 guide to DeFi.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
like recurring content there. I also see value in like a private community over time, but like at this point, it should just be most focused on bringing in as many subscribers as possible.
I
like-
think
No, agree, but I like the additional content, like having a library, because then you could share on Twitter, hey, we just did a updated guide on like liquid staking, like check it out. Oh, by the way, subscribe to our news channel. Like, it helps attract more readers.
Yeah. I would argue threads are gonna like pack a much heavier punch though, for the most part. But
Yeah,
like
yeah. Big picture idea. This is probably off topic, but big picture idea. What if
merch. Just kidding.
definitely merch? Okay, that's for sure. But okay, I'm thinking that this is something totally like not totally off topic, but okay. Imagine like okay, if we nail the newsletter, right? Theoretically, if we nail a newsletter, like the next logical progression in the business model is like some kind of website, right? Like some kind of daily news website, right? Like a Blockworks, like a CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, something like that, right? Like that's typically the model that it is, right? It's like you start off with a newsletter and then you build up this website where you have this information, right? And then you know, and then you have like more content that you can sell more ads for. You hire an ads team, right? That's typically how you scale this, right? And you know, one of the ways that we find it's pretty easy to get people to like consistently, you know, come to the content or share the content in order to like organically spread it is like incentivization, right? Of gated content, right? So what if you did like what if in the future we did like a website where it was a like almost like you read articles or like either you read or you share articles and you get like POAPs and those POAPs give you like gated research content. So almost like a Blockworks research, but instead of being you know, like payment gated, it is like
Participation
by
gated.
participation or like sharing or like some kind of organic metric like that. And that's where you get the good stuff, right? So instead of paying for the good stuff, you make people work to get the good stuff. I think that's an interesting model. I don't know, kind of an aside, but
Yeah, but as long as you make more money on the ads from people working for the gated content than you would from selling the gated content.
oh,
Right.
I think you use the gated content to grow your reach.
No,
So
that's
like,
what I'm saying. Yeah, like if it becomes enough of an incentive for people to yeah, it grows reach as well, but also like it might cause you to just get more
you
engagement.
still, I think you still sell people ads. I think you still have an ad structure
No,
in there.
no,
But
I'm agreeing. I'm saying like the benefits of not having to pay for gated content would have to
yeah,
like it would have to financially make sense.
but like theoretically, there's people that play for Blockworks research and like Delphi, you know, whatever research or whatever, like their extra thing is, right? Nansen Pro, and like all these.
Yeah, but those guys, that stuff is like super good, like super hardcore, like analysts have, you know, worked hard. Like,
yeah, but people also pay like thousands of dollars a month for that, right? Where like
yeah, but
I
very
think
select people.
we're trying to compete with like the maybe like one of these like I don't know, like maybe more like Blockworks research and not like Delphi research, where I think that's like more of like $100 a month product and not like $1,000 a month product. But something like Pomp just launched this like reflexivity research with Will Clemente, like something like that, where it's like not at the highest level, but it's like in that $100 range where like if you're in the industry, you'll probably pay for it if it's valuable enough. But instead of paying for it, you have people have to share content for you and get more.
I get, like, I think that's just a different business. And maybe it's something we hit eventually, but like the business that we're trying to do now is increase subscriber count so we can get more ad revenue when we eventually get sponsored. So like, how do we do that? We do that by sharing, repackaging content essentially. So like, imagine like we do a post on ZK Syncs and we say, by the way, like one of our, you know, our DeFi degen created a doc, like a one pager, or even, you know, we repurpose what you already wrote on ZK Syncs to share, right? And then we do a Twitter thread about it later. Like all those kind of things, like content wheel, get more subscribers in, more ad revenue. Like I like the gated stuff, but like I feel like we'll do that later, much later stage.
Oh yeah, definitely. This was me just totally tossing a weird idea. I think the idea was that I think the principle that's valuable out of that is that we use higher quality content in order to encourage a certain activity in order to bring in like future ad revenue, right? With the goal being like bring in more people so we can get more ad revenue. In where other people do like a paid model, I think, which is typically on a website where it's like newsletters do this model and then paid people do like the paid model. But it'd be interesting if you kind of.
Well, there's both. There's a letter called the Danger. It's one where they do like what happened in DeFi today. And if you're subscribed to the premium, you get like guides and you get futures. So it's like a freemium model. Like they're both. I don't know if I would go down that route, because then it just requires us to like always be spitting out more like up leveling. Like to me, it's more of like, hey, once a week, one of us writes a 1-pager on a topic. And then we repackage it. So once a week, we talk about a topic and we repackage it into a 1-pager that we can keep on our website that people can visit. We repackage it into a tweet, all for just getting more people to read it and getting more people to subscribe. Would that be something you guys would be down to do?
I think it's a really good idea, because that's like super.
Like a schedule, one of us every week.
Yeah.
Can we set it on Beehiiv to be like, you know, let's say person one is, get somebody to sign up, and they refer somebody. And so in that week one, person one gets Arthur's like weekly, yield farming, right? And then let's say person one in week two, let's say it's my week, would it still be able to like update and say, oh, if you send one referral this week, then you'll get this from, or DeFi degen, and you'll get write up on, ZK proofs or something?
I'm actually like, I don't think we need to. So I don't think we need to gate anything or request referrals to get this content. I think this content is just a vehicle to get more subscribers. To like have more reach on Twitter and things like that.
And then where would we keep the content? So like, is it because are we just writing content? I could just write a thread and get like, more followers, and then get more people on the clicks on the purple, right? Like what's the. So
it's this. So on the DeFi Roast site, there would be, the Web3, the coffee repository, and it would have all our articles. But when we do an article, we don't just do the article. Like for that week, we talk about liquid staking. We're also going to do a thread on liquid staking. We're gonna go on Twitter and say, hey, look, you should, look into liquid staking here, like advertise it, right? And so we write one page, and we're always going to have it on our site. And then again, maybe an article 3 weeks in the future mentions liquid staking, and it's like, FYI, if you want to get caught up on the basics, we wrote a primer. We wrote a 1-pager on this, and it links to it. It's just building up content over time, but also using it as a channel to get more subscribers.
Okay.
Like I noticed that they have it. I don't know if they have it for all of them. So like they have they have a learn section. Oh no, this is something else. Oh, this is crazy, their idea here.
Ew.
I don't actually really like it.
What is this?
It's like requesting to, it's like, we're going to try to turn 5K into 10K. And then you can pay it. You can pay 95. And like, if you lose, and they're going to do reports on what they invest in. And if you lose money, at least you get those reports. And if they make money, they give it back to the people. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, you guys can read it later. I don't want to do this. I don't like this at all.
All right, too much time spent on this conversation. Basically, there's value in like having a repository of content and showing like DeFi Roast is more than just a newsletter, and allowing for more touch points, right? In the same way that a fund is going to pump out research, not because they give a shit about pumping out research, but because they want to draw more eyes in and bring more money into the fund, which Coinium should be doing more.
Exactly.
But you're not.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I'm kidding. But
what if it's something like this where we upped it to like 3 times a week, and then we did like a Monday, Friday, and then on Wednesday or something we did this special report where we're actually still sending it out. People are getting it. It's still something different. Or are you guys like, are you guys thinking this is just living on the website, or?
Yeah, I kind of want like,
just something.
If we build a website, it can't be hosted by Beehiiv anymore. We're gonna have to do it on our own, and then just have like the subscribe link embedded in it. And then like we host a blog. I don't know, maybe we host it like through Medium and then
I don't want to send a third email. I think it's too much. We send a third email on a topic. What we could do is we I always advertise the topic on our newsletters and in Twitter, but like maybe at the end of the month we do, hey, here's we wrote on top of the emails you've been getting, we wrote 4 deep dives on certain topics. Check them out. So it is included in one email, like at the end of the month, but I don't think we need to send another email.
I would still argue that we're pretty early, right? Like anything we post on a blog right now will probably draw less than 100 eyes, right? Like at the moment, which is why like
it should be Twitter.
Yeah, our resources are better spent on like.
But it's just repurposing. We're gonna write an article anyway.
Yeah.
And we're going to repurpose it to a Twitter thread, and we're going to share, and then we're also going to share the article at the end and say, subscribe for more.
Yeah, of course.
Let me think about how this would work. And I think we kind of have a general idea, but let me write something out and I'll share it with you guys in a bit.
Okay. I can go till the 45. So I want to make sure we get through the rest of the stuff.
Okay. All you, Ross.
My biggest thing is like everything. I already talked to Sean about this. Every thread we write, even if it's not related to DeFi Roast, at the end you plug and say like, did you enjoy this type of content? You'll love the DeFi Roast or something like that. And then link to the subscribe page. That's how I grew all my email subs. And like some of your threads aren't going to hit. Most of Ashan's have been hitting, so that'll be a nice avenue for us.
Seriously, Sean, you're crushing the threads.
Mackin, you better get one out this week. It's probably gonna flop, but we got to do it anyway. Not really. It's just like statistically, one of them has to do bad at some point.
I think my last one did decently bad.
What'd you say?
My last one did decently bad.
Oh, how bad?
It was like
what was your last one?
I did ERC token standard, so I just like
bro, that was a great thread, dude.
Yeah,
70. If I got 70, I'd be elated.
That's good.
I'm on that. You know what I mean? It's all relative.
Ashan's got like a nice little like network. Somehow his just gets reach. It's good. Yeah, anyway, like so I want to put out a thread like a teaser thread like I did for every single one. Like that brought us in 50 new subs, around 50 new subs just from that. Brought us in like it's on the map a little bit with our Twitter presence.
Dude, if we're just blowing.
Well, you also shared it. A lot of people shared it, which was awesome.
Yeah, I just pumped it out to a bunch of people and they're just scratching my back a little bit, which was very nice.
Man, Kenji got all them followers.
Could have been Kenji. He shared it this morning though, I think.
Yeah, my guy.
Whatever the Jacob that wrote the thread today, that included us in it, I think that brought in a fair amount. We jumped up a little bit today, but anyway, like this is all about just putting the reps in.
Yeah,
we gotta, like, you guys could be sending individual tweets about like topics as well. Like TLDR of one of the topics we cover could be like an individual tweet, and then the second tweet could be like, oh, you want to read more? Here's a link to it. Yeah, like let's center our Twitter strategy, like personal brand strategies, around the newsletter. And like we do that consistently as we put out 2 a week over the next month. Like this, I think this number doubles at least, right?
I think it's a pretty healthy goal to try to get to 5K by the end of the month.
End of the month.
End of the month.
The month has, so we got 2 days.
No, sorry. Which gives us basically like 5 weeks almost right now.
Yeah, that's ambitious, but I'm super open to it. I'd say like the reach goal is 5K. The must-have goal is 2,500.
That's pretty crazy. That's a lot. All right, I'm down.
But if you think like one thread goes viral, you bring in a couple hundred just from that.
Yeah, like we also, we need to be busting out threads for the DeFi Roast account.
Well, that's where the things come. That's where the week topic of the week comes in, and then we also bust out what, Ross, that you've been writing. We also write for the DeFi Roast.
I do think that the DeFi Roast content is going to have the least potential to go viral. Like I would really focus on our personal accounts for
personal. I agree with that.
Like I want it to have like a presence, consistent content presence, but I don't want to like focus, really like a lot of research into a thread that goes on there because I just don't think it's going to reach.
Do you guys have a few minutes to go over content for tomorrow? Because I have a lot of ideas and I want to drill down.
Yeah, let's do it real quick.
So this first one is a podcast I listened to that I really like. I was thinking like podcast alpha of the week if you want to like upgrade your DeFi knowledge. The topic is not applicable anymore because I just finished it and I was like, that's not enough information for a post, but I think this is pretty cool. Podcast alpha of the week.
Would that be like a segment?
It would literally be a tiny blurb, Friday after the roast or something, or maybe that's the one we do Friday. The Tuesday we do a podcast, or like resource of the week. I don't know, something like that.
And I think that's a really good way to engagement farm a little bit by like tagging some of these. Like, your podcasts.
Exactly.
Cover them. Yeah.
Podcast nugget.
I'm a podcast junkie, so I can definitely help.
Me too. Podcast nugget. Okay, perfect. And then it also, I like what you just said, serves
and then coffee theme
as
there.
Engagement farming.
Can we think of something coffee theme? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Podcast espresso. Podcast blend.
Espresso.
Podcast grinder.
Pastry.
Grinder. I think that's interesting.
No, but that doesn't.
Podcast pastry.
Oh, I like that.
All right, cool.
PP baby. All right, we're doing that. Good job, Ross.
Should we do
I love it.
Pastry of the week, or is it just podcast pastry?
No. Well, yeah. I don't. We'll see. We'll see when we write it out, and I'll send you guys the podcast to listen to.
So should we like? How do you see this? You see like maybe we share 2 to 3 episodes with like a one-liner that we liked, or you want to just talk about one?
To me it was like great podcast. Here's why it was great. Basically that. Here's why it was great. One podcast a week.
Yeah, one podcast, one time a week.
And then we tweet it out like great, and then we each engagement farm on it, something like that. Okay, let's. I don't know, Ross, you don't have a lot of time. Let me keep going through these. This one, Milk Road wrote about today, unbelievable. But I think I can add more to it. It is pretty interesting, and I can list out a bunch, and talk about how. Because I was thinking about this already for a bit. Talk about how like as we get more regulated and like you're going to need people who have a lot of experience in the industry, and like the Wild West kind of is ending for a lot of these large exchanges, which is why they're leaving. Also, they just made billions of dollars. And then I'm going to show the tweet from Sam that he just tweeted now, which was like, journalists are like making conspiracy claims, but I'm just trying to enjoy the beach. Like we can use something funny here. So that's one topic.
Who tweeted that?
Sam Trabucco.
Yeah, he said, I'm trying to code fast or something.
Yeah. I can spin this much better than it's just annoying that Milk Road did it yesterday.
We can
I think Robinhood is must hit. I think that's top story.
Oh, I hate how they also did that too. But I put Robinhood there too. I'll do one on Robinhood. This I actually thought was super interesting. Like Sam is now thinking about buying Celsius. He's got a $1 billion war chest. Like, what is the implication long term of him buying up all these businesses? Like, is it an altruism thing? He doesn't want to see the industry fail. Does he want to own all the coins? Like,
I
don't know if that's.
I think
no.
Too much like speculation. Every company that comes out like, oh, Sam's gonna buy this.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, another one. MetaMask is now letting you see your own portfolio. Maybe we do a breakdown of like the wallet viewers that exist in the space and like what functionality.
I didn't even know that, but I like it. If we can make it interesting, I'm down for that. Like that moves the needle for a lot of people. crypto users. That's
yes, exactly. It's very like, oh, this is good news.
great. Finally.
Um,
As it relates to the Robinhood one, I think like there's some cool details about like
Native.
gasless transactions, right? And
Native USDC on Robinhood.
yeah, they recently added USDC, and
that was another one I was going to put here.
then like just the general, you know, non-custodial nature of
yeah,
the
but it's just more, the story here is it's onboarding retail. You've got so many users. So it's big. It's just like it's been reported.
and
okay, but let's move on.
partner
So
with Polygon, right?
Yeah. That they're doing it on Polygon.
Well, it's a
so the last,
like they're just starting on Polygon.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I need to read up more about it. But okay, this next one is like the Chainlink like conference that's going on. A lot of stuff has been announced. We want to do like an update on what's been announced there and like what are the implications. Talk about oracles a little bit, like how Chainlink is the king monopoly.
Interesting, but I don't know if it's fitting.
I mean, that's as DeFi as we get, but okay.
I don't disagree.
One link to rule them all. Come on, that's a good title.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, is there any way we can
Thought of that on the spot. I want to write it down.
is there any way, like, does that news become stale by Tuesday, or could we save it? Because we already have the other three.
So it's not going to become stale necessarily. Wait, what other three?
We have MetaMask, we have Robinhood, and we have Exodus.
Oh, we're doing the Exodus one.
I think that's an interesting story. It's like, why are all these CEOs leaving? These top CEOs, fucking Jesse at Kraken, Trabuco, FTX president just stepped down. I have this interesting thread that I'm thinking about writing, which is like FTX is all fucked up. Like you need to get out of like FTX is going down the shitter, and just like decentralized derivatives are getting really hot. FTX relies on derivatives. Looks like they're losing money. All the top guys are leaving. Like usually when this happens, it ends up being really bad. Trabuco leaves. Sam stepped back. Brett Harrison from FTX US just left. Volume is down. They just raised a bunch of money. They're a private company. They're not letting anybody see their books. And just like anti-FTX. And I feel like
FUD central for you over here. My God, you're really starting that engagement farming.
You sound like one of those guys who was trying to convince everyone that Coinbase was going to go insolvent a couple months ago, even though they're fucking public.
I'm Chris Black.
Oh, I thought you.
Chris Black.
Okay, so this other one was Circle integrating with all the blockchains, but that's whatever. Okay, we'll do these three. I think they're much easier to write than the ones I wrote last Friday, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I will, okay. This works.
I think it works. Yeah, Sean, write that thread and then
what's the roast this week, guys? What's the roast?
Oh, we forgot about that. That's gonna be on so I guess one of those is gonna be the roast of the week.
Would we do VE tokenomics as a roast? Because so many people it's too complicated.
That's all you. If you're done to
what do you want to roast? Just
roast the fact that when the CBX model was shown to be working, everyone started copying that. But all those coins are going to lead to zero. What's up?
CRV model. You got to go to the core is curve.
Are you anti-curve too?
No, I'm not anti-curve. It works with curve because people want to use the product and they do swaps.
I think,
but as you can see,
the roast is that
VE DPX,
the roast for me is protocols just copying it and saying we have VE tokenomics and thinking that'll help their protocol. But if their protocol doesn't have any actual value, then that doesn't help, and all those tokens go to locking up just goes to zero. And I think people learn that pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Just extending the exit liquidity window.
I
Yeah,
think
you're extending the exit liquidity window.
the message is like they're doing it because they want to prevent sell pressure on the token. Like more than anything, it's not about like any inherent value that the VE model provides. It's about like how long can we get these tokens locked up so that we can
FTX.
what?
Roast of the week FTX.
So I don't want to roast all. So that's the thing. Like, I don't want to roast like all. Oh, FTX. I don't want to roast like there are some VE models that work. Maybe the Frax one kind of works. Maybe the Curve one kind of works. TBD on that. But a lot of them are just like they don't work.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
do you guys have any other ideas? We can do this also at a later time. So
no, I think like as long as we emphasize from the get-go that like it was started in a value add way, right, with Curve, and then we say like a lot of these, we don't have to say copycat, but like smaller protocols coming in looking to basically just keep their native token from being liquid so that they can get out before their holders do. Anything. I mean, that's like the like staking model as well in a lot of cases. It's like stake your tokens for emissions, maybe even be locked for a little bit so that you don't sell them.
yeah.
All right, what else?
Okay. Those are all the topics. Do you guys have any topics?
You nailed it.
Those are good.
I'm gonna not this week, but like I would like to find some stories next week that are a little more degen, a little more DeFi, like derivatives, perps, options, whatever it may be, like a little bit of news in that world as well.
Give me, dude, games is blowing up right now. It would be a good time, maybe Tuesday, to do a games thing. Like the new hottest exchange in town. Like it is blowing up. People are talking about it.
Without saying too much, there's more cool stuff coming that it would be a shame to write all about it now and then only for that to happen in the near future. So I'd like to wait until there's a catalyst, which will be soon for us to write about.
Ross, is that alpha?
Oh. No, everyone knows.
Honestly, there's no alpha these days. You have Chainlink with this incredible conference and the price is down. You have Cosmos with this conference. Like,
true. Yeah, it doesn't matter what projects are doing, just like a flip of the coin. For the 7 people that watch this in the next
lucky
decade that it's going to live on YouTube or longer, you just learned a little something, but not really anything at all.
By the time it will no longer be alpha, it'll be beta.
Yeah.
Not financial advice.
Yeah, I mean, I like the kind of compare contrast of the decentralized trading platforms. I just want to have some kind of catalyst to drive like something relevant in the news to, dive into that topic, which I think we'll have soon, whether it be some stuff I'm hinting at or their deployment on Arbitrum. Either way, we'll have something soon.
Okay. All right. See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah,
good chat.
Thumbnail? Can we do thumbnail?
Yeah.
Oh my